Hello, everyone, and welcome to my channel. Okay, here is the story. I am Dee Burns. So glad you guys are here. It's a really early morning. I got up really early and I thought, well, I'll just jump on here and shoot some videos. So the sun hasn't even come up yet. So this video is reacting to Tom MacDonald and Adam Calhoun's new video, Your America. I was busy all weekend, so I didn't have time to review it or see other YouTubers. I see it all over the place. And I'm like, I want to watch it. I want to watch it, but I don't. So, I'm sure it's a Tom MacDonald song. I'm sure there's a lot to talk about. So let's just get into it.
They're screaming that they hate America and we're the reason. If you don't feel safe, then stop defunding the policemen. You calling us extremists cause our words have hurt your feelings. Then we're sorry we can't hear you over the sound of our freedom. Y'all been filling up our classrooms with drag queens for kids. We think it's not appropriate, you tell us that it is. The complexities of gender and children won't ever mix when there's school shootings by women whose pronouns are him, his. I'm not...
Okay. Typical Tom. We're not even 30 seconds in. It always amazes me. You have to stop his videos like 30 seconds in. But, he talks about the drag queens in schools. And my thought on that is this. What you do in your bedroom is your business. It really is. What I do in my bedroom, my business. But when you take it out of the bedroom and you put it in our schools, that's wrong. That's not right. That's not right. I don't even, there's nothing else to say on that. It's just not right. Our children need to concentrate on reading, writing, and arithmetic. And that's it. Anything else outside of that, that can be taught at home. Or there's the internet. Children are exposed to it every day. So, anyway, okay. Jump off that soapbox.
Republican, but keep it 100, they making sense. The most destructive ideologies are coming from the left. I think Black Lives Matter, they think white lives matter less. And LGBTQ turned into WTF. Dear Democrats, I don't have nothing against the liberal, but the people representing you are communists and criminals. They've been starting World War III, we shipping missiles still. They don't want America great, they want it miserable. You can
They don't want America great. They want it miserable. Wow. That's pretty strong words. Okay, a few things I want to say for that little. We're still just not even a minute in. Oh, Tom. I just love you guys. He talks about BLM and how Black Lives Matter and they make white lives matter less, whatever the line was. When BLM started, I've said this since the beginning. Shouldn't all lives matter? Why? And I will say there are Black people who scream racism, and I'm not going to lie. There is racism in America. There is. There always will be. There's nothing you can do to prevent it. There will always be racism, whether it's against Black people, brown people, white people, whatever color your skin, there's going to be racism. But when BLM comes out and says Black Lives Matter, they're being racist against me and against brown people and against Asians and whatever, that organization, by saying that Black Lives Matter, you're saying everybody else's lives don't matter. And that's racism. Everything you're preaching against. Okay. You're going to get off that one. And why are we still funding this war in Ukraine? I mean, I know why we are, because there are politicians in this country, I will not name them, that are laundering money through the Ukraine. And if you don't believe me, go onto the internet and, there's some really valid resources out there that will show you that, yeah, there is money being laundered through the Ukraine. That is why we continue to fund them. And we continue to go in debt. Stop sending money over there and put it towards this country and the people in this country. And, that last line that he said, they don't want America great again, they want it miserable. Yes, I've been saying since the beginning of this administration, they want us divided. That is why they continue to do things to make us fight and to keep our attention on each other instead of them. And they're destroying this country. They're making it miserable. We just need to come together and just be done with it. So, let's get back into this.
Against the liberal, but the people representing you are communists and criminals. They've been starting World War III, we shipping missiles still. They don't want America great, they want it miserable. You can try to burn down the city, scream at the top of your lungs till you're dizzy. You can cancel everything and everybody in it, but it's not your America. You can burn the flag, get aggressive. You can wear a mask and pretend you're progressive. I got my First Amendment, don't forget I got the second. It's not your America. I'm hearing words I never heard in life. Kids go to school to learn, never make it back home, they get murdered like. Who's concerned? Not the left or the right. Hope you ready for the fight. Coming to your front door tonight. The former president got arrested. The current one lost, but I guess he got elected. Kids get molested, pedophiles all get protected, and you can kill a baby anytime if you pregnant. People.
Okay, there is a lot there to talk about. Okay. First, I am so glad that my boys are grown young men and they are out of school, because if they were still in school, I think I might be homeschooling them. I mean, these schools today are just crazy. I will say that when Hunter was in high school, I want to say he was a junior, there was a kid that was he was either had the locker right next to Hunter or a couple lockers down. And Hunter overheard him say one day, "There's a bomb in this school and it's set to go off." And Hunter went to the administration and told them what this kid said. And of course, they closed the school down for the day, and parents got alerts. We got text alerts to come get our kids. And when I picked up Hunter, he told me what happened. And I was like, "Hunter, are you kidding me?" And he's like, "No." He goes, "They've called in the bomb dogs and they're going to go through the school, and there's no school tomorrow." And I just couldn't believe it. And then, of course, Hunter was involved because he reported it. And so he had to, go to administration and do whatever tell them whatever he had to tell them. But it was a very scary situation. I cannot imagine today sending your kid to school every day. I just can't. And I'm sorry, parents, that you have to. That line, the former president got arrested. Current one lost, but I guess he got reelected. I think that was the line. Oh. Okay, so I will say I'm the kind of person, I wear rose-colored glasses. I look at everything that's good in every situation, in people, but I'm not closed-minded enough that I will not listen or learn about things. And I will say for 3 years now, best friend's been telling me that that election was rigged. It was rigged. And because I want to believe in amazing democracy of our country, and that we have the right to vote, and that our vote matters. I couldn't see what he was saying, and I want to say it was last weekend or earlier last week. The Benny Show. It's on YouTube. I will have a link to this video in my description, but there was a video that came out, and he did a story on it about this van that it was in Michigan, and it showed up at where they kept the ballot boxes for, the voting. But normally when they go in, there's people there to register and certify, and make sure that the ballot boxes are sealed. You've got paperwork that matches up with each box, blah, 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 whatever. This van pulled up at 3 o'clock in the morning, and I think it was 3, maybe 4 guys got out, and they were just carrying in huge, not tables, but boxes that were on these like a rolling table of ballots. And nobody knows. And there's been I want to say it's a 3-year investigation into this. And they have found so many ballots of people who weren't alive, people with the wrong address. The signatures did not match for what the state had on file. Just go watch the Benny Show. Go watch the link, and you'll be very informed that, yeah, this election was rigged. There's no doubt. There's no doubt it was rigged, and it was to get Biden in office. They didn't want Trump again. So, yeah, just click on that link. Go watch it. It's really good. It's very informative, I will say. And finally, I want to speak on the abortion issue that he brought up. I used to be very hardcore. Abortion is wrong, no matter what the situation. And as I became an adult, over the years, I have heard how women use abortion for birth control, and that is wrong. That is wrong. We have medicines. We have condoms. We have IUDs. We have all kinds of things that you can use for birth control. Abortion does not need to be one of them. We even have the morning after pill now. So in that way, I feel it's wrong. In the case, and every case is different, but in the case of rape, incest, the mother's life, yes. An abortion is a medical procedure, and it should be offered in those cases. Or in the case where, I'm going to use it as an example, anencephalopathy. This is a birth defect where the fetus is healthy, except for the fact that their brain has not developed. There's half a brain or no brain. And the fetus will not. There has never been a case of a fetus born with anencephalopathy and has lived. It will live at the most 24 hours outside of the womb, but once it's born, it does not live. There's just no way. And it's about 5 births in 100. 5 babies are born out of 100 births with this birth defect. In that case, I feel that the mother should have the option. Otherwise, you are asking this mother to carry a fetus for 9 months and give birth, and she's going to feel everything that a normal pregnancy will feel. The baby will kick. The baby will move. It will do everything that a normal fetus will do. It just cannot live once it's born. And you are asking a woman to carry that baby for 9 months, give birth, knowing that it's going to die. And that is very emotional. And I feel like in that situation also, you should have the option to have an abortion. But you do not have the right as the government to take that medical procedure away in these cases. That's my opinion. So, well, let's just get back into it. Tom, he's making me get on lots of soapboxes again.
So weak, feel free to take a knee. And you can't even speak, God forbid you disagree. I don't even know what virtual signaling means. Young men used to fight wars, now they make memes. Divide us up, I'm pretty sure that's the plan. Got a gun in my hand for when shit hits the fan. And how the woman of the year is a man, I'm pretty sure I never really understand. You can try to burn down the city, scream at the top of your lungs till you're dizzy. You can cancel everything and everybody in it, but it's not your America. You can burn the flag, get aggressive. You can wear a mask and pretend you're progressive. I got my First Amendment, don't forget I got the second. It's not your America. You told us we're the ones to blame. You're the ones who riot till the city's up in flames. You told us we've been spreading lies, but you believe the truth is on the news every night. You told us we gotta stop the fighting, but you're the ones who keep the country angry and divided.
Yeah.
You told us we're crazier than you, but all of our conspiracy theories are coming true. You can try to burn down the city, scream at the top of your lungs till you're dizzy. You can cancel everything and everybody in it, but it's not your America. You can burn the flag, get aggressive. You can wear a mask and pretend you're progressive. I got my First Amendment, don't forget I got the second. It's not your America.
Nova. That Nova. She's so good. Dang. You know, Hunter and I were just talking about this weekend about the music industry and how I wish all the artists would go out on their own and do what Tom is doing. I mean, he's got Tom and then Nova and Adam and Brandon Hart and Dax and Jelly Roll, I think is another one. Struggle Jennings, you know, all those guys are independent. And you know the record labels are like, damn, we missed out on that. But anyway, couple things I want to talk about there. I understand we have the freedom of speech in this country, and that's great. I love it. But, and you can say stuff that I don't like. I can say stuff that you don't like. But at the end of the day, we have to respect each other. Each other's opinions. You don't even have to respect the person, but you have to respect their opinion. But when it comes to the flag, my family and many families have lost loved ones and have fought. Matter of fact, there was a guy yesterday from the Marine Corps here in Wisconsin. They had his funeral. Oh, it was Saturday. They had his funeral on Saturday, and it was very sad. And these people that burn the flag, use it as a mop, whatever they do, so disrespectful. I mean, that's our country. It's our country. And then Tom referenced Woman of the Year being a man. I think he's referencing there's a senator or representative something, and her name is Leah Fink, I think. She's from Minnesota, and actually it's a man that's transgender. And yeah, that upsets me because there are so many women in this country that were born biological women and that deserve that award. Not him. Not him. I'm embarrassed to say this part, but I've always been honest with you guys, and I'm not going to stop. And it makes me look stupid. Best friend's always getting on me about that I wear rose-colored glasses, and I do. I wear rose-colored glasses. I try to find the good in people. I try to find the good in this situation, and I sometimes look past the bad. And you have to learn. I grew up in an era where our news anchors were Walter Cronkite, Tom Brokaw, Dan Rather. I mean, these were guys that gave you the news every night that you could trust. You could really trust what they were saying. So I've always felt that way about the news. But I've researched it, and I've seen too much that tells me it's fake. Most of the news, and I mean, they can tell you the story, but the perspective that they're putting on the story is fake. And it is your responsibility to go and research the stories and really dig and find out. And we can do that on the internet. You can find your trusted sources. I've got some trusted sources that I go to them, and because they've been right and honest so many times. Yeah, our news is fake. I mean, it is. And I'm going to say what best friend has always said. You lie even about something very simple. Everything, and I mean everything that you have ever said comes into question. And he's right. He's right. One person says one lie, and everything that they've said, you question it. Speaking of best friend, finally, for years, best friend has told me things, and I laugh, and I'm like, you're such a conspiracy theorist. But you know what? He's been right on many, many things. And this is why I get upset with him, because, and I tell him, I think he's a time traveler. I'm a big believer in time travel. I believe we have it. I believe we have people who've done it. I know you probably just turned my channel off, but I tell a best friend, I say, you're a time traveler. He's like, no, I'm not. I go, you are, because he'll say things, nothing major, just he'll say things like, I bet this is going to happen, and I'm not kidding you. I am not lying. If he ever comes on my show, he will tell you. Maybe it can be anywhere from a week to a few months to a year, and it'll happen. Yeah. And I tell him, you're a time traveler. No, I'm not. But, yeah. Yeah. I mean, for years we've thought these conspiracy theory people are crazy. And their stuff's coming true. So, anyway. That's my video for today. Thank you, Tom. Thank you, Adam. Something I was going to say before we started. I just learned that Tom is Canadian. I had no idea. I could have sworn he was American. Now, I did see a video with him in it, which I'm going to be showing you guys later on in the week. It's very funny. Where he says that he's trying to get dual citizenship. He's in the process. And, it's too bad that he's Canadian, because that means he can't run for president. And wouldn't it be funny if he ran for president? Adam Calhoun was his vice president. Can you imagine? Wouldn't that be funny? Oh my gosh. Yeah. But anyway, yeah, I could believe he's Canadian. But anyway, that's my show for today. Please like, share, and subscribe to my YouTube channel and Rumble, my Rumble channel too. And hit the little bell so that you get notified anytime I upload a new video. So that's it for today. I hope you guys have a great rest of the day. I love you guys. Bye.